how do you go in and deal with the stressors or the stress in a workplace? What's your approach? Like, how do you fix that?
Well, I actually have a stress management series that I'm offering right now, and it's 5 modules, and it deals with different aspects of dealing with stress. So that is more directly, how do you manage your own stress level? Because especially today, everyone is so stressed out in the workplace. And it's, one, it's being aware of your own stress level. Right? What's been bothering you? What's your vulnerability to stress? What have you been doing to manage stress, or have you? Right? We all hope it's just going to go away and someone else will
self-medicating.
Oh, that could mean so many things here. We'll definitely
I hear that's good.
Yes.
Self-medicating. Who needs a doctor?
Well, I self-medicate through laughter, which is a great way to reduce stress.
So important.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to ask you, though, before we get into that, before we get into
Sure.
the details about laughter and all that kind of stuff, like, what's with these stress levels? Like, what's going on? Like, is it because...
How come we're so stressed? Yeah.
No, I heard
What are the
a
stressors?
funny thing on the weekend. You know, Greg Braden, you know that guy? He was on CFRB. Yes, I can't believe I was listening to CFRB, but they had Greg Braden on, who's really good.
Right.
And he's saying, you know, it's like the Mayan calendar's coming to an end. We're, like, history's coming to an end. The dream of the world is going to change. And, you know, so this is part of the reason why we're all stressed out. There's a beam of cosmic energy coming from the center of the galaxy, and it's like,
I've heard that.
changing our cellular structure. we're getting another strand of DNA.
I have heard that. I think some of the other reasons are technology, just the demands on all of us. You know, I have a BlackBerry. I just got one, but it's amazing. All of a sudden, everything is right here, right now.
You're doing everything right here, right now, nonstop because of it.
Which in one way is fantastic. In another way, where do you have boundaries? Where do you get time for yourself to...
Exactly. You know, people go, because I don't have voicemail set up on my cell phone, and people are going, oh, you got to get voicemail set up. And I'm going, no, I don't have to.
That's
my
idea,
boundary. Because
Which
it's
is
just
great.
one, like, you know, how many email addresses do I need? No, you got to set those boundaries. Otherwise, we're just going to go crazy. We're going to be reacting to, well, I know Erin and I both know about this. Like, you know, spending, you know, there aren't enough hours in the day just to deal with the emails.
That's
Absolutely,
all it is, yeah.
And you do have to set up boundaries. But now, you know, we've been stressed because of the demands on us, the technology. Back in 2003, there was a ComPsych study done, and they found 43% of workers lost at least an hour a day or more in productivity due to stress. And then 29% actually missed 5 days or more a year in stress.
Right.
And now we've added on top of that all the economic worries.
Well, that's what
Well,
I'm
we're
saying.
just-
And that's part
yeah.
of the stress, because companies are stressed, too. Because,
There's
you know,
a lot of pressure.
you know, so, and then
Pressure
the
out
companies, because they got to meet their bottom line obligations, they're putting stress on their people, laying people off, making the other ones that are left do more work. Like, when's it
Exactly.
going to end? Like, because these companies, like, sooner or later, people will just not be able to handle it. And the companies will, civilization will collapse, Wendy.
Well, hopefully not. And if I have anything to do with it and they take my stress management seminar.
That being said, it's actually
gonna-
interesting. You're saying hopefully not. Yet that being said, managing stress and communication is one thing, but how do you manage technology? It is reaching a point where it's almost out of our control, but we're trying to keep up with it, and we are just reacting to it. I don't think anyone really has that much control over it when they're out there in the workforce or they're starting their own thing. So you can
Excellent
manage all of that, but how do you manage where it is going? It is something we can't ignore. It's happening.
Absolutely. It's overwhelming at times. And I think what Hugh said is absolutely right. We have to figure out where those boundaries are. And the boundaries may be different for different people that you deal with. For example, high priority people may be your boss and clients, whereas other people, you may be able to wait a couple of days in order to get back to them on email or by voicemail. And juggling things a little bit. We all assume everyone wants everything right now or yesterday. But ask the question. Can I get this to you tomorrow or next week? Would that be okay? And you'll be surprised at the answer. Often we put so much stress on ourselves, and it's recognizing what are we doing to ourselves that maybe isn't realistic or fair or really there.
And maybe that comes with part of feeling the need of staying on top of things. So we don't want to do it yet. We want to stay on top of it. So it creates this snowballing effect of go, go, go.
Go, go, go. And
Yeah.
it's a real cultural thing, right? It's almost a badge of honor to be stressed. I mean, how many times have I heard someone say, you know, oh my God, I'm so stressed. You can't believe what's going on in my company. And then someone else says, that's nothing. You know, we downsized and I'm taking over 2 jobs. It's like one-upping, you know?
Cardboard boxes.
Yeah,
You were lucky.
Mighty Python days. We didn't have skates. We had butter knives we had to put on it.
There were 700 of us living in a shoebox by the side of the road.
That's right. That's what we need to bring into the workplace. Deal with stress jokes.